I remember that night like it was etched into my soul, the sting of betrayal still raw even years later. My best friend, the one I trusted with my darkest secrets, had shattered me in front of everyone at that party. She told everyone about my depression, about my struggles, as if they were some kind of weakness to be mocked. I felt the floor drop beneath me, my face burning with humiliation as whispers turned into laughter. My family, my community, suddenly I was a disgrace, a fragile girl who couldn't handle her own mind. For months, I drowned in shame. I withdrew into silence, convinced I'd failed myself, failed everyone. I was broken, shattered into pieces I thought would never fit back together. The pain was suffocating, a weight so heavy I thought I'd drown in it. But beneath that despair, something fierce was stirring, a quiet, unyielding voice that refused to accept defeat. I made a choice that night, one that would define my future. I left that town, that toxic space where my vulnerability was weaponized against me. I refused to be a victim of their mockery. Instead, I turned my pain into a fire, a fuel for something greater. I sought help, I educated myself, and I began to speak openly about mental health. No longer ashamed, I used my story as a shield and a sword. The journey was brutal. I fought through doubt, through the echoes of my past failures. I pushed myself harder than ever before, academically, professionally, emotionally. I transformed my scars into medals of resilience. I became an advocate for mental health awareness, speaking at events, sharing my story, breaking down stigma one conversation at a time. Every step forward was a silent rebuke to those who doubted me, those who thought I was weak, fragile, unworthy. And then the moment arrived when I returned home, not as the broken girl they once knew, but as a woman who had conquered her demons. I stood before them, eyes steady, voice unwavering. I saw their faces, some with shame, some with surprise. I felt their doubts melt away as I shared my journey, my triumphs, my refusal to be defined by their cruelty. This was my revenge, not in anger, but in strength. I had turned their betrayal into a testament of resilience. I had become unstoppable. They saw that I was more than a label of weakness. They saw that I was a force of nature, unbreakable in the face of adversity. In that moment, I realized that their betrayal was merely the catalyst for my rebirth. I am no longer the girl they humiliated, but a woman who owns her story, her pain, her power. I stand tall, a living proof that even in the depths of humiliation, you can rise, fierce and unyielding. And I will continue to fight, to inspire, to prove that vulnerability is not a flaw. It's the foundation of true strength.